What's up you in that damn stick, girl?
It's a selfie stick.
Let me take a selfie.
I'm not taking a picture. I'm recording right now.
You get my lion on my back.
Ma, keep going, please.
You get your mama's grandbaby.
Noodle. MJ. Say hi.
Hey, say hi to the people.
He said, please put his peace sign up.
Please,
Mama out here fast. What's up, y'all?
I don't trust.
Noodle bud, noodle bud.
You know,
She's gonna be up here at Kroger's on chill day today. About to get some more of this stuff to cook for my mama. Cause she is cooking me something to eat. I'm vlogging. So yeah, that's what we up here doing. What's going on, y'all? So today is Thursday. I haven't vlogged since Monday when I told y'all I was gonna pick up the camera and show y'all the food. No, we had like a little incident when the food had got done. MJ had ended up getting sick. He threw up his food or whatever, and I think it was because it was so hot, and then it was hot in my mama's kitchen, and they had went a little bit too long without eating. So I just was like, you know, I didn't even pick up and record. I just, you know, got him cooled off, cleaned him up, and had to get back home under my AC because my mama don't have air. She has fans. Yeah, not knocking her for that, but when you're used to central air, yeah. So I had to get them back home in some air or whatnot because it was just too hot. Hey, MJ. Hey, MJ. I love you. You don't love me? Oh, I didn't hear you. You say you love me too? You ride with mommy and daddy today? About to hang out and go get some stuff for the house? Maybe daddy will buy us ice cream or a milkshake today. You want ice cream? First we gotta have lunch, and then we can get ice cream after we eat lunch, okay? All right. Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna take, it's probably gonna be me and you until the kids get out of school. So basically this week has been long. I know it's not the weekend yet, but this weekend has been extremely long, and I'm just like needed to hurry up and end. Seriously. Thank you. You got him a water too. So I was about to say something to y'all. It'll come back to me, but right now so right now, of course, we at the gas station, but he has some things to do, so we're out and about. Kids are at school right now. I need to put y'all up here, but I don't know if it'll put y'all right here with it. He said you can turn it. Oh. Shoot. Hold on. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with the mount. It's not facing me. I can't get it to face me. So, whatever. But like I was saying, it's been a very long week, and I'm still waiting to hear back for my interview date for this new position. I am praying that it's in my favor, that I get it or whatnot.
Mom,
Yes,
why did Daddy get me a bigger cup of water?
because he wants you to stay hydrated. So, what was I about to say? Oh, so yeah, I had my best friend had called me or whatnot, and one of her good friends, you know, since we all grown up with each other, was shot. I don't know the exact time that it happened, but she was shot in her head, and she is currently in the hospital fighting for her life. She has a son, and I'm just, you know, praying that the Most High will work in this favor. And it was all because she didn't want to talk to this gentleman that she was messing with. She didn't want to talk to him anymore. So he basically retaliated. When I tell you the violence that's going on in Detroit, people, you know, I decided to move out of Detroit for better school system, a better living situation, because it was just so much going on in Detroit. Not once, you know, am I saying that I do not like my city, because I am from there, but it's so much crime and violence. Like, the crime rate is so high, it's ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? So that's some little disturbing news I had got this morning in regards. Was not expecting to hear that. And then also to find out that the 13-year-old that was kidnapped, he was found dead, and they got the person who did it, but it's still an innocent child. Life is gone. It's crazy, and all this is happening from the city that I grew up in. It's like, I'm not surprised though, because it states in the Bible that, you know, we're living in the end times. A lot of these things were going to start happening, and folks that's not, you know, that's not reading up on their word, or just not being aware, and just basically being asleep, you'll find out. Hopefully they'll find out before it's too late, because stuff is just like happening. And also, I was going to post something on my Facebook page, but as I was telling Marcus, I decided I wasn't going to do it, in regards to this gorilla. The gorilla that got shot, for that 3-year-old boy that fell down into the enclosure part. Some people might get mad when I say this. Some may agree, but it is what it is. It's my opinion, my thoughts, so I'm just gonna put it out there. A lot of people, you know, feel that the mother and the father shouldn't be prosecuted. In my opinion, I feel like some form of action should be taken. And the reason why I say that, so for those who's watching this looking at me all crazy, hear me out first. When I watched the video 3 to 4 times, okay, so before I form an opinion, I see it, I watch it, I read it, whatever's in front of me. So I watched the video 4 times. Now, in my opinion, I don't feel like the gorilla was trying to attack the little boy, because key point number 1, when the gorilla knew that, seeing that this is a kid inside in his pit, he could have killed the little boy instantly. He didn't do so. Number 2, yes, it was scary for him to drag that little boy through that water like that. Yes, I paused a couple of times, because I'm like, oh my goodness, like, what is he about to do? It was scary to watch, but he didn't kill the little boy. He had many opportunities to kill that little boy. They had time to go get the officials, to get the person who, you know, who actually shot the gorilla. They had time to dispatch. They had all that time, that little 3-4 minutes. Y'all had time to do all of that, and that little boy was still alive. So I don't think that the gorilla, my apologies, was trying to attack the boy. My second key point. Everybody, you know, the witnesses are saying, oh, the mother was attending to the other children. First and foremost, the mother and the father were at the zoo together, supposedly. If she's attending to her children, then where the hell was the father at? That's what, you know, people watch videos but really don't be, you know, thinking or listening or watching. They really just, you know, form an opinion and leave a comment, and then that's it. Where was the father at? Because let me say something. I have 3 children, as y'all know. If me and Marcus is out somewhere and it's a public outing and I'm tending to whichever child, whether it's my baby boy to my oldest, best believe my husband is watching my back of making sure that the other kids are still in our eyesight. There's never been a moment where me and Marcus has been somewhere and one of my kids then came up missing or got away out of my care because I'm tending to the other children. As a mother, you have to multitask. I know that, you know, having 3 kids may not be a lot to some, but you have to multitask. If you know your kid before somebody else knows your kid. For instance, MJ, he's afraid of heights. So I know that my son is not going to crawl up anything because he's afraid of heights. He doesn't even like to get on slides without somebody basically holding his hand. I know that Mariah is Curious George. She likes to go and see what's going on. She's nosy. And I know that my oldest son, he's at this age of being 10, he's very mischievous, and he's, you know, want to start to not listen at times. You know, you tell him to do something and he do the opposite. So because I know my kids, that lets me know that because when I'm out in public, whether I'm with my husband or by myself, I have to, everything else has got to be put on hold. My phone, I can't be on my phone. I can't be talking on the phone. I have to focus because I have my 3 kids and they all have 3 different personalities. So, and because my youngest is 4, I know that he's also, his attention span is short too. You could tell a child to sit there for a few minutes, but a few minutes to them seems like a decade. So therefore, I don't agree with the whole, you know, she was tending to her other children. Where was the father at? And that's what you see. That's what you don't see a lot of. You don't see a lot of fathers out here with these women helping them with their kids. Either the woman has, 1, pushed that man away, or 2, he's just a deadbeat. Simple. I always say, if you're not prepared to be a full-time parent, and that means disciplining your child, raising your child, caring for your child, nurturing, loving them, all of that of the above, then you don't need to be out here having no kids. So dismiss me with that, oh, she was tending to the other children. Because as they clearly stated in the video, and I'm going based off what they said on the video, I'm not going based off of nobody else's opinion, this little boy had time to climb up under the rail. He went through some bushes, went through some other stuff, and then fell down. And not one person was out there seeing this happening. You know, although it is her responsibility as a mother to watch her kids, I've been many places before and seen stuff. There's always somebody that's looking. I'm not going for that. There's always somebody that sees something. There's always a witness. And for the lady, the witness that said, oh, she was tending to her other children and this and that, like, come on. So if you seen this lady tending to her other children, then obviously you seen that little boy. And I'm not blaming the witness, but I'm just saying, you seen that little boy crawl up under the rail. Then if you seen her tending to other children, like, come on now, people. You just got to pay attention to certain things, like facts here. I'm going based off of what they were saying on the video. Number 3, for her to be standing on the side saying, I love you, I'm here for you. Where? Because let it have been one of my kids. I'm not going to tell y'all what I would have done. It just would have happened. It would have never happened. Like, my kid would have never fell down in no pit, because I'm very overprotective over my kids. And my husband can tell you that. He's sitting right here next to me. I'm very overprotective over my kids. A lot of people say I don't allow my kids to do certain stuff, and I should, because they're kids. But because I am protected over my children, there's no way in hell that my kid would have fell down there. There's no way in hell. Everybody is
$10 wash.
We're getting the car wash. Everybody is at this exhibit. Everybody is at this exhibit. Everybody is oohing and eyeing over the, you know, the gorillas. There's an open spot. That is the time that you need to make sure that your kids are fully secure. Simple. Yeah, some of y'all might say, well, about the father not, you know, nobody said nothing about the father. Oh, he could have took the other kids to the bathroom. Key thing, the witness said that she was tending to her other children. Okay? Tending to the other children. Nobody said nothing about where that daddy was at, though. Nobody mentioned about that. But then everybody want to be mad and crying about, oh, they trying to prosecute these parents. Then towards the end, when they got the little boy to the hospital, they clearly stated that the boy was, one, alert. He wasn't in, he had minor little injuries and whatnot. And I take it from, because he climbed through a rail, went through some bushes and fell. When you fall, what do you expect to happen? You're going to have some type of injury, whether it be major or minor. You're going to be sore somewhere. But he was fully alert. He wasn't in critical condition. They said minor injuries. And I'm sorry, y'all may not be able to hear me real good because I'm going through this car wash, but hopefully y'all can. But yeah, I had to share my thoughts on that because it was literally eating me up on the inside about that. I just, you know, me and Marcus talked about it, and he said the same thing. Like, there is no way in hell. Like, where do they do that at? Where? Now, I'm not saying like we just the best parents and we don't make mistakes. I'm not saying that. But anytime you just go somewhere where it's a lot of people, you're dealing with animals, and just open like carnivals, parks, even water parks. Anytime you're dealing with stuff like that and you got multiple children, not just one but multiple, you have to go into protection mode and make sure that you are focusing and that you know what your kids are doing at all times. I just don't understand, like when she was tending to the other children, you didn't think to just look over, you know, and be like, okay, let me make sure whatever the little boy name was, Johnny, I'm just gonna say, make sure little Johnny is where I told him to be. You just tending to your other kids like you don't have multiple children. And then I know zoos, because we have them here in Michigan and the Toledo Zoo and Detroit Zoo, they have them little carriers where you can put, you know, 1 or 2 kids in. You didn't have that? Or did you take the little boy out and tell him to stand there thinking that he was just gonna stand there? I don't know, but I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I think it was a lack of paying attention. She should have been more careful. And on top of that, she need to be thanking the Most High that her baby is still alive. Because gorillas, even though, you know, they nurture their kids, and, you know, you see a lot with gorillas, because Marcus watched the History Channel, so that's why I know what I'm talking about. But they are, you know, an endangered species, for one. They are 10, how many you said?
The strength of 10 men.
This gorilla was 400 pounds.
Probably 20 men.
Okay, 400 pounds. Gorillas are very strong. luckily, that little boy's still alive, because instantly, if he was trying to hurt him, he would have been dead. He would have killed him instantly. He was standing over him. He tried to pull up his pants. Now the whole dragging him through the water, that I don't agree with. That was like, what the hell? Like, what is you doing? And maybe that's why they shot him, when they see him dragged him like that. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all opinions are in the comments below. That's my thought process. But it's already been 20 minutes that I talked about this. I just had to share that with y'all. As I stated, I am out with my husband, which didn't speak. He just started talking. So I will talk to you guys a little bit later today.